Hello and welcome to the History of Movie Theaters in Manhattan 1920 to 1929. 1920. The Times Square Theater at 217 West 42nd Street opens on September 30th as a playhouse with movies in 1934. Here are the changes for 1920. (1921) The Ambassador Theater at 215 West 49th Street opens as a playhouse on February 11th. The Lowe State on Broadway opens on August 9th. The Sheridan Theater at 200 West 12th Street opens as a move-over theater for the Strand on Broadway on September 10th. The Lowe's 83rd Street Theater opens at 2309 Broadway on September 26th. The Bluebird Theater at 1763 Amsterdam Avenue opens. The Florence Theater at 75 East Broadway opens. The Stadium Theater at 2180 3rd Avenue opens. The Tivoli Theater and Rooftop Theater opens at 839 8th Avenue in September. Here are the changes for 1921. (1922) On September 14th, a fight involving 6 men halted the movies at the Loews Delancey. The Chaloner Theater at 840 9th Avenue opens on December 22nd. The Cosmo Theater at 176 East 116th Street opens. The Gotham Theater at 3410 Broadway opens. The new Douglas Theater at 640 Lenox was opened. It may have been open in 1919. The Pershing Theater at 1324 New Amsterdam opens. Here are the changes for 1922. (1923) The Fugazi Theater at 150 West Hudson opens. Here are the changes for 1923. The Crystal Hall at 46 East 14th Street closes after a fire. (1924) On September 27th, the Piccadilly Theater at 1664 Broadway at Times Square opens. The Colony Theater at 1681 Broadway at Times Square is opened by B.S. Moss on December 25th. Here are the changes for 1924. (1925) September, thieves tried to open the safe at the Florence Theater with nitroglycerin, but caused an explosion causing $15,000 in damage. The safe had only $300 inside. The Embassy Theater at 1560 Broadway in Times Square opens on August 25th. The Biltmore Theater at 241 West 47th Street opens on December 7th. The Fifth Avenue Playhouse at 66 Fifth Avenue opens on December 20th. The Cameo Theater at 138 West 42nd Street is opened by B.S. Moss in December. Here are the changes for 1925. (1926) The first public demonstration of Fox Movietone took place at the Nemo Theater on May 2nd. The Monroe Theater at 1456 First Avenue opens in January. The Edith Taunton Theater at 247 West 48th Street opens on October 6. The Paramount Theater at 1501 Broadway at Times Square opens on November 19th. The Bijou Theater at 193 Avenue B opens. The Commodore Theater at 105 2nd Avenue opens and is taken over by Loews on September 1, 1927. The Eagle Theater at 1852 3rd Avenue opens. The Hollywood Theater at 98 Avenue A opened on March 11th. The Mecca Theater at 227 Avenue A opens. The Palestine Theater at 11 Clinton opens. The Public Theater at 66 2nd Avenue opens. The Rudy Theater at 105 Riverton opens. Here are the changes for 1926. These theaters closed in 1926. (1927) The Audubon Theater became the first theater to show sound newsreels. The Park Lane Theater at 1726 First Avenue opened on February 17th. The world's largest theater, the Roxy Theater at 153 West 50th Street opened on March 11th with 5,886 seats, which is as large as a 30-screen megaplex cinema of today. The 55th Street Playhouse opens at 154 West 55th Street in June as the first art house cinema. The Los Canal Theater at 31 Canal Street opens in September. The 86th Street Theater at 1284 Lexington opens. The Academy of Music at 126 East 14th Street is opened by William Fox. The Major Theater at 277 Canal opens. The Ziegfeld Theater at 1341 6th Avenue opens. (1928) Walt Disney's Steamboat Willie had its world premiere at the Colony Theater on November 18th. The Little Carnegie Playhouse at 146 West 57th Street opens on November 3rd. The F.F. Proctor's 58th Street Theater at 154 East 28th Street opens on December 20th. The Cherokee Theater at 1556 First Avenue becomes the Eaton Theater. The Central Theater at Times Square starts to show only movies. The Central Theater at 991 9th Avenue closes. (1929) Proctor's, B.F. Keith's and Orpheum Theaters and RCA create Radio Keith Orpheum Corporation, RKO. The 8th Street Playhouse at 52 West 8th Street opened on February 2nd. The Little Picture House at 151 East 50th Street opened on December 23rd. Warner Brothers opens the Beacon Theater at 2124 Broadway on December 24th. The Fifth Avenue Theater switched to a burlesque policy. The Embassy Theatre became the Embassy Newsreel Theatre as the first newsreel theatre in the world on November 2nd. The Queen's Theatre at 993 3rd Avenue is renamed the Arcadia Theatre. The Loews Inwood at 132 Dyckman opens. These theaters closed in 1929. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe.